Okay, we're trying this again. I apologize, everybody. And hold on a second. There we go. All right, now we're back in business. Welcome, everybody, to the 505 Cigar Review Show, the interview series. Big D coming at you from the 505 Summer Lounge, aka Antarctica. It is cold, negative 12 right now, and it's supposed to get down to it's negative 30 with the wind chill. I've got everything going. I'm all bundled up. But before we get started, I want to remind everybody, please go visit my advertisers and sponsors. They help keep this show coming and rolling to you every week, and take advantage of the promo codes and discounts that they are offering my viewers. So once I bring Kim on and she introduces herself, I'm going to post in a pinned comment my link tree that will take you to all my advertisers and sponsors, and take advantage of the promo codes that they offer to you to save yourself some coinage. So my guest tonight, Miss Kimberly Jackson, she is one of my favorite people. I love hanging out with her. I love talking to her. She gets me in trouble. She has no filter. She's unapologetic, and she's just one of the coolest women you will ever meet. So if you've not heard of Sassy Soul Cigars, well, I'm telling you, they're a brand that if you're sleeping on them, don't. They're awesome. She had my number 10 cigar of 2023, which was the Peel Oscuro. I love that stick. I love it. And I had to buy some more before we started the interview, because, well, I wanted to smoke some with her. And I'm going to be pairing it tonight. The best pairing with that Oscuro, cream soda. Yes, just that deep chocolatiness from that Oscuro mixes, and you get this real with the cream soda, and you really get a beautiful dark chocolatey cream soda taste while you're going with it. But without further ado, let's bring on the guest of the evening, my friend, my buddy, the woman who corrupts this sweet and innocent boy, Miss Kimberly Jackson. Miss Kim, welcome.
Hello, how y'all doing?
I'm glad to see you, Miss Kim. Thank you for coming on. I appreciate it. You are a legend to me.
Oh, okay. Well, you're a legend to me too. So hey.
Most women say that about me, but I try and keep it. So, while we get started, how about you let everybody know who you are, introduce yourself, your brand, and what you're all about. Well, I kind of get some of the stuff reset back up from having to restart the stream.
Right. Well, my name is Kimberly Jackson. I am the owner, CEO of Sassy Soul Cigars out of Baton Rouge, Louisiana. I'm the first female cigar owner from Louisiana to ever do it on her own. I am a mother of five, and I have one granddaughter. So, and I also have my soon-to-be lovely husband, Redemption, well, Travares Parsons, aka Redemption. So, yes, that's a little bit about me. I'm in healthcare, been in healthcare for over 20 years. And now I've been, this will be year 3, December the 16th, for Sassy Soul Cigars.
Very good. Well, I'm glad to have you on. I got introduced to you through mutual friends, which is always the best way to find out new brands. And was watching you on a live, and I'm like, I dig this chick. She gets it. She's funny. She's got her shit together, and I got to get to meet her. And then I tried your stuff, and I'm like, she's sold. I'm sold. I'm sold.
Yeah.
So here are the Oscuros, these delicious, delicious morsels.
Yes, Piel Oscuro. Dark skin. Of course it's going to be delicious. What are you talking about? Yeah.
Look, I am a whore for anything Oscuro, so I can't complain about that. And then of course you've got three new ones that have just dropped as well.
Do. Yes, I do. I do have three new ones that just dropped. So, yes, the Cajun Queen. I had one of my good buddies always call me the little Cajun Queen. So I said, you know what? I'm about to do me a cigar with the Cajun Queen, and I wanted to do something that was with a twist. So I said, you know what? I contacted my people over in Nicaragua, and I told them, I said, I want something that's I want to try a barber pole with all four wrappers. They was like, huh? I said, yes, I want something different. So tried it out. I loved it. And I have one of my good customers. He comes probably twice a week and get like 10, 12 of them twice a week. So he is hooked on the Cajun Queen.
So there
Yeah.
you go.
And that's what
Looks
I'm
like we
smoking
got
right
a
now.
Connecticut, a Maduro, a Habano, and a Candela wrap on this.
Yes. Yes. And it is a full body. It's to the point where Redemption told me that he could not smoke it fully. So it was hilarious because he like, I'm struggling trying to smoke this. He was like, I just don't see. I'm like, well, I'm a full body girl. So that's what I smoke. So it's tasty to me. So yeah.
I mean, it smells fantastic. I mean, there's definitely, all aspects are coming through. There's sweetness, there's some tartness, there's some
Yeah.
citrus coming
Yeah.
through just off of smelling the wrapper.
Yes.
Boy, now I wish I would have fired this one up. It's all right.
You got time. You got time to fire it up. We'll get on live one day and let you fire it up so you can talk about it. So yeah, we fam. That's how we get down. We get down and dirty with it. So
So, where this is starting out year 3 for you, where did the aspiration to want to become a brand owner instead of just a smoker come from?
I was what shout out to Soul Brother Cigars out of Miami, Florida. Um I became one of he calls first ladies, but brand ambassadors. When he first started his brand in 2000. So then after that I ended up getting my license because I told him, I said, well, and because I did let me go back. I did an event for him in Monroe, Louisiana, and we did so well and sold out. I said, I might want to start being a distributor. So what I did was I got my paperwork started first. So I got my tobacco license. I did everything that I was supposed to do for as business aspect wise. I even had gotten my EIN for the actual name Sassy Soul. So pretty much once I became a distributor, I was selling under my my name, Sassy Soul. Well, fast forward to November of 2021, he said, You've been you've been traveling. You've been taking trips with me. You've been to the factories with me. You've gone to, you have done everything you're supposed to do. Why don't you get your own? And I'm like, no, I want to stay with you. Why I gotta get my own? Why are you trying to push me out here? I ain't ready. I ain't ready. I ain't ready. So Shout out to my other sister, Hips and Heels, Anissa Franklin. She was like, I was pretty much kind of waiting on her because she was supposed she was which he calls a senior first lady. She was the first one that was a brand ambassador for him. So I said, well, I know you were coming out with your brand. I was gonna just wait, you know. And she was like, girl, if you got a cigar already crafted, why don't you just put it out? And I said, okay, cool. First one to ever come out was the Big Deborah barber pole, 60 gauge. Um, and I did that one and the firecracker, those two. So I had a barber pole, Habano, Connecticut, and I had the firecracker, which was a Maduro. So those were the two, and I said, well, I'm gonna just get a bundle of each and just see how this go. So I ended up putting out there that I was doing, I was introducing my sticks, and I did like an introductory price, and I included a cutter, a lighter, and I ended up selling out within probably a few hours because everybody knew I was a smoke. I've been smoking for years, um, so they knew the product was going to be quality. So I ended up selling out. So I ended up saying, you know what? I hope I could get more sticks before Christmas. I hope I could get more sticks before Christmas. I hope I get more sticks. So I ended up being able to do that. So it was on from December 16th, 2021 was the birth of Sassy Soul Cigars in her cigar form. So that's pretty much how I got into it. I've been smoking since 2005. Um, got introduced by a good friend. Our kids played ball together, so we at the we at practice. I'll be like, I'm gonna bring the liquor. She was like, I'm going to get some cigars. I so that's just how things just kind of flowed and went with me. So yeah, that's and again, going back to that's how Sassy Soul Cigars birthed because Antonio pushed me out there and he pretty much kicked me out of Soul Brothers to give me the push to be able to go ahead and do the Sassy Soul brand. So yeah, that's how it happened. And I will say I am just every time something happens that that it just excites me because I'm like, I just can't believe I got my own cigar brand. That's just how it is. I can't believe I got my own cigar brand. So yeah.
So, with your initial run, how long did it take you to get the blending right in it on what you were looking for?
Oh my god. Me and three of my homegirls, our lungs probably was like, we tired of smoking. I got some foolishness sent to me. Um, and I end up getting the things that I wanted. I feel like being a female in this game, sometimes people think you just will take anything and sell it. Um, and I'm like, I had to literally do a Zoom with them and say, look, I'm a female, but I've been smoking for years. What you're not gonna do is send me no BS. You're not gonna send me anything that's cracking. You're not gonna send me something that tastes like short filler tobacco. Oh, how you know about? I know about all that. So, the process took. I started doing my own thing far as me getting my own cigars together, I probably started like in June or July. Um, because he was like, "You're gonna get out and do your own thing," and I'm like, "I don't know yet. I don't know yet." So I had them. I mean, the start date actually was supposed to be for my birthday, which is March 6th. So that was actually supposed to be the start date, but it happened quicker.
Well, that's a that's not a bad thing that you get a faster return or results on that. I mean, you did call them out, so now they were put on notice on that. So,
Yes,
is this the factory you're using now? Is it the same factory, or do you have multiple
yes.
factories you deal with?
Um, I use the same factory, um, and I have been used. The only thing that I improved on, my flavors have never changed. My far as my blends never changed. Um, I improved on my wrappers, because I was getting shitty wrappers, and I had to get that in check as well. So once I got things done, and even my people that purchase from me that are avid smokers, shout out to all my peeps that always buy from me, even told me about the improvement of my wrappers from 21 to now. You came in on the improvement stage. Let's say that. So it was trial and error. I'll tell people. I was replacing stuff. I mean, you have to do what you have to do. And, some people were upset that, I had to let some of the cigars that I had, because I consider everything small batch, and sometimes I do seasonal cigars. Like with my anniversary, it's a seasonal cigar. But so people were upset that I changed stuff up a little bit. A lot of people that are avid smokers were not. But yeah, that's the only thing that I changed, was the quality of the wrappers. And the thing is, I think within shipping, and I tell people all the time, um and especially when it's hot, it's a leaf. It's a leaf. I mean, and me dealing with the Candela, because I've gotten rid of my Candela cigar altogether. I'm not even I'm not even fooling with a Candela no more. I'm done. I tried. I did not conquer. So
It is a very hard cigar to conquer Candela because it's not the leaf that's the problem. It's the blend that has to go with the leaf. And a bad blend, you turn out with a. To me, it's like smoking a grass fire if the blend isn't set. And very few
yes,
companies out there, even the big boys, haven't mastered getting down a Candela blend. It's rough.
yeah, and my blend was great. It was the wrapper. Like I'm like, I don't know. And the thing is, even when I was with Soul Brothers, it was the same thing. And he just was like, I'm not dealing with this. I'm not. I know people like it, but I'm not dealing with it. So that's what another reason why I did this this beautiful cigar, because it does have Candela, so everybody could get a little bit of everything in this beautiful, beautiful Cajun Queen.
Yeah, that's ballsy going with a quad wrap on there.
Yes.
Yes, oh Miss Cheryl here. Yes, she loves Candela, and there's only a few that are good, and that is correct.
Yes, and it is, and that's what I'm saying, because A Fuente makes a good candela that I used to I would be like, I would have guys come, because down here in the South in Louisiana, especially in Baton Rouge, at the time we had only one lounge. Um, I would go after work, um, because my son was practicing football at the time. So I would go after work, sit there until my son got out of practice, and I would be the only female sitting amongst guys, and they're looking at me like, you know what you doing with this? The first thing, you know what you doing with that cigar? You know my mouth smart.
Really? Yes, Cheryl, I agree. Apostate has a fantastic. I don't even know I'm smoking a Candela. That's how good that blend is. It just, I'm like, are you sure this is
That's one I
Candela?
haven't tried.
Yeah,
That's one I haven't tried. Apostate. I'm gonna have to.
it
And
is
I've been
good.
seeing it.
So I'll tell you this. I also noticed something else that has changed on your cigars. Your bands are better.
Yeah,
You
yeah,
you updated your bands. You went away from those that construction paper band to a nice laminate band.
yes, yes. Shout out to my new business partner, my fiance. He came when we got together. He was like, "What can I do to improve your brand?" Because he's retired military. So he's he's fortunate to be retired at 42 years old. So he was like, "Whatever I need to do to help, I'm going to um I'm going to help." And I said, "Well, I want to get more bands done." And he was like, "Okay, well, you tell me a design you want, and we'll get it taken care of." So I designed all of them myself. Um, got with a better company to do the labels. And here we go. Here we go. So yeah, so yes, everything has been upgraded. Now people can actually take the bands, and some people collect the bands, some people make tables, some people make ashtrays. Now
I don't have
that stuff could
walls
be done.
covered with them. Uh,
Right,
that's
right.
so. In the last 3 years, what would you put have been big achievements that you didn't think you would accomplish?
Last year, January, February, I ended up getting into my first shop. Shout out to Cigars at Sunrise. I ended up getting into the Massapequa, the first store that they had. So they actually took, and now one of the cigars, which is the Big 21 box press, a 60 gauge, is now only sold there at Cigars at Sunrise. Shout out to CK and everybody. So I was very, very happy about that. And that was my biggest accomplishment, getting in my first store.
That's awesome. And CK is, if you're not familiar with CK or the guys at Cigars at Sunrise, these guys take the biggest chances on a lot of small brands, a lot of boutique brands out there. But he's such a master at selling that they sell out, and they sell out quick, because if you've got something good, he will push you and he will be he'll be one of your best customers that you could ever have. And I
Right.
love
And
CK. He's such a great
right,
dude.
right. Shout out um to my girl from down here, Creole. She is the one that actually got me in the hookup of things with that. And also Mark with Select Draw.
That's right. Your select draw. Oh,
Yes.
Yeah, here we go.
Yes. So, yeah, so that was my biggest accomplishment. And then actually getting to go up there this last summer and do a meet and greet. And it was like it was so nice. I mean, the weather ended up being great. Um, and I had a great time. I met some great people. I can't wait to go back this year because like I told y'all, I'm not battling that kind of cold that y'all have.
Look, you get a certain point. It doesn't matter that it's -12 right now, and -30 with the wind chill. That don't matter. You get a certain point. It's just cold, and you can't feel the difference on it. Like I'm out here freezing because I wanted to talk to you because you're one of my favoriteest people.
And you my favorite too. You know you look, you my redhead, you my red face boo. I tell people that when people be trying to mess with you, I tell you send them to me.
Well, but I wonder the when I drop my top 10 list, I usually get a lot shit on and a lot of hate from people. And this year I only had one hater that was in the comments, which I was honestly surprised about and kind of sad. But I only had one hater. So, hater, if you're in here, here you go, who's cringe, who told me I'm cringe with my list and in promoting something I don't believe in. So.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. That's right. Are you in here, hater? Because, I take everything haters say because they have to be right. I mean, why else would you hide behind a burner account to shit on me? So you got to be right. I mean, I take everything haters say, and I go, you know what? You're right.
Absolutely right. Yeah. Trust me, it's and I did not know it was that bad in the cigar world with the haters and everything. I'm like, the guys act like little girls. And I'm like, this makes no sense. And then they have some, like, you buy from me. I have my shout out to Hobo Nim, and that Rican cigar guy. Everybody purchases from me. They don't try to get anything free. They don't try to do any of that. They know I'm always send because I tell people all the time I can't count. So you gonna always get something extra because that's just me. I learned that.
I never ask for anything. I never ask any company to send me anything for free. I never do.
Right.
I always ask, where can I purchase? Who sells that I can buy? Because I want to support one. I want to support the brand. I also want to support a retail shop that you may do business with. And so where can I get it at? And so that's kind of how I operate. Most brands, full transparency, that I don't ever have to buy anything for the brands. They send it to me, which it's fine and great. I appreciate it. But
that's what I'm saying, and that's what I did. I said, well, I got 3 new cigars out here. I'm about to send them to you, and you was like, you ain't got to do that. I'm like, no, yes, I do, because I respect you as being, like you said, called me a legend. You are a legend in the game. You've been in the game a long time. You've been smoking a long time. You are one of the best reviewers that I know. So, I mean, I respect that from you, and for me to for you to take little old me from Louisiana and put me on a platform like this is just totally awesome to me. So let the haters keep talking. That's all. I'm telling them now. Keep talking. Because it's more.
Look, your
There's
cigar,
so much more to come.
Your cigars speak for themselves. And if I didn't like what you had, I wouldn't wouldn't promote you. I wouldn't take pictures with your cigar. It just is okay. It's what it is. But your cigars are good, and I like your cigars. And this by far my favorite of all the cigars that you've had that you got out. Yeah. So this is the one I tend to smoke the most of.
Yes.
So I'm gonna, of course, I'm gonna promote it. And you put out something that was so good that I smoked so much of that it was worthy for me. It was worthy of a top 10 cigar.
Yes. And again, I just appreciate it. I appreciate everything, the posts you do, your funny, your funny slogans, the drool factor. I just love it all. It's like that's what I'm talking about, the drool bucket. Yes. The drool bucket. So I love the drool bucket.
That's right. And this is a drool bucket worthy stick. And I've smoked this cigar so much that I hate the fact that it's a short Robusto. But if this cigar was any other size, it wouldn't taste the same as it does with this. And this comes and this thing smacks. It's so good. It smacks. I'm just like, and I'm like, I wish it was bigger. But then I go, but if it was bigger, if it was a different size, it wouldn't taste the same. You would be losing out on everything that makes this, that just provides the power behind this cigar.
Exactly.
Oh, let's see. Looks like you like Danny. Much love. Yeah, it's my girl. I have a lot of fun. Trust me. There's been many of late nights, if you've been on Instagram Live with her and I and some others.
Yes, and we have a great damn time.
42 left turns, and she instigates everything. She's a bad influence on me. You all know how sweet, innocent boy I am. I mean, look at this face. All right, look at this face. And
I'm just a good Southern girl from down here in Louisiana. And I don't be causing no trouble. All I do is I put my sweet Southern charm on. That's all I do. But I'm going to tell you and tell anybody how I feel. That's just me. I'm straight up to the point. I'm your best friend, but I am your worst enemy. I tell people that all the time. And again, being in this game as a female, you have to be firm, and you have to stand up for yourself being a female in this game.
Well, yeah, and you're already a female in this game. You're already in the hole. Now, it's a lot different now than it was back in what I like to call the day. Yeah, you're starting out a little bit lower, but you also, when you've got something that talks and speaks for itself on its own, you do tend to rise faster than your male counterparts on that. So yeah, you started out ground floor where they may have started out on the first floor, but you've already passed most of your male counterparts.
I have, and shout out to Lady D. Lady D also supports me real good. And she said it herself. Also, shout out to my brand ambassadors, which is MJ, aka Mr. High Garbage Cigars, CEO himself. That's my master brand ambassador. And also to Sandra Coco Cigar Cutie. She's also a distributor in the DMV area, so she does carry my cigars, and also she got me in 2 lounges, so up in the DMV area. So shout out to her. She's working hard, and she always makes sure that Sassy Soul is recognized. MJ, same thing. Always make sure Sassy Soul is gonna be on. You gonna see us on the gram daily between the three of the and my fiance Redemption. He's gonna post. I mean, he does what he has to do. Again, I have great followers. I have a great my because my slogan is um sass and class in every puff. So it's for my classic man and my sassy females. So I have a great following, and I'm just very thankful for that. Of my people that do follow me and my people that do smoke. And that my people that do love the smoke and my cigars. And again, shout out to Heart of a Lion. I met them for the NOLA Cigar Festival that year. Had no idea he was coming out with a stick. First thing I know, he came out with a stick. I said, brother, I gotta have it. I gotta have it. So I got it. I got the stick. It was wonderful. So that's someone that I always get from. Also shout out to Cloud Bros, same thing. It's a lot of we have like um a little bosses group that we're in. So we always just talk and get and just get feedback from each other on our cigars and everything. So yeah, shout out to all of the boutique brands. I mean, we are going to be fierce against the legacy brand, because one thing I can say, we can play with, like I played with this. I played with this stick. I played with, like you said, it takes somebody bold to do this. And I did it. And it is wonderful. So again, I love being a boutique brand. I'm not, and one of the guys, I can't think of the cigar brand it is, but he said, stop calling yourself small. And I said, you know what? You're right. I'm a boutique brand. I'm not small. I'm a boutique brand. That's what I am. So yes. So
Yeah,
yes.
yeah. You are. You may like you. The only thing small that you have is that you're a small batch company, but you're a
Yeah.
boutique brand, and they think that speaks volumes. And of course, I had Heart of a Lion on last week, and we talked about you.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
we
that's my boy. Him and his wife are like sweethearts. That I call them little brother and little sister. Those my peeps. I love them. I get a lot of. In fact, she made, when I came out with the Mascuro, she made a cup for me. She does beautiful work, and great husband and wife team. When I say great team, they are a great team. And shout out to also Black Box Cigars. I actually was the one that got Soul Brothers in his in Black Box. That was something that I pushed. Antonio let me seal the deal with that before I left. And shout out to Danley. He's awesome. So
are
yeah, I
are
have to
are,
show.
are any of your sticks in Black Box and
Not
in their
yet.
retail store?
Not yet.
Not yet. All right. All right. All right.
I am claiming that it will be this year. I'm claiming a lot. Like I said, I have manifested a lot this year of things that I that will happen this year. So that's one thing that I have said that I'm going to do is get with him and get Sassy Soul in. I mean, I got Soul Brothers in, so hey, let's do it.
I mean,
Let's do it. Yeah,
nothing against Soul Brothers, but I do think your stuff's better than his.
I've been told that, but I'm not. But my brother has some awesome product. He and the last one he came out with, which started out as a joke, Thank you, D Cigars. I really appreciate that. I really, really do appreciate that. It started out as a joke, and it was so funny because he got an FDK cigar. Fuck them kids. So it's like the funniest thing ever. But again, yeah, I'm blessed to say I do have wonderful sticks in my line. We also have merch too. We're rebuilding the actual website. So once the rebuilding of the website happens, I'll post it. Right now, like I said, if anybody would want to buy or purchase, you can just DM myself, the Sassy Soul page. Um, or you can just contact me on our business line, which is posted on the Sassy Soul page. So, and we give wonderful deals. We always have a sale. Like today, we have 15% off for Martin Luther King Day. So, we're always giving a sale. My prices are very, very, very great for the quality of sticks that you're getting.
Mm-hmm.
I tell people that all the time. I'm like, I wanna. My thing was when I did come out with my cigars. This was my thing. I want to have great quality sticks at a fraction of a cost because I know that yes, my cigars are better than a lot of legacy brands out here, but I know I have to be competitive for us with cost wise because it's so many people that are just stuck in that legacy brand world to where they don't give boutique brands a try. And last year I started 2023, I started with I didn't buy anything else but boutiques now. I don't purchase no other cigar but a boutique. So that's why when I look at you all the time and I'm like, okay, what do you got? Oh, okay, well, I'm going to go buy this. Let me go find this one. Let me go get this. Because if we don't support each other.
Yeah, I tell when people always ask me, what are you smoking? I just tell them, go look at my page. If I post a picture if I post a picture, that means that's a cigar worth going and getting yourself. If I don't post a picture of it, it's not worth the time. It's not it may maybe you'd like it, but for me it's just not for me. So I tend to post pictures of sticks that I'm enjoying at the moment and what I'm smoking at the moment and I'm always out there trying to find the next Sassy Soul cigars. I'm out there trying to find these diamonds in a rough. And I've told people from the start of this channel in 2019, I want you to go to the other side of the humidor and check out what they got there. Put your blinders on. Don't look at everything else. Go to the back. Go where nobody wants to go. And you will and you're gonna find amazingness. You know, I've smoked a ton. There you go. Yes, Mark, I concur. I'm getting to that point right now. I've smoked a ton of Oscuro cigars in 20 plus years of being a cigar smoker. And you have probably top 3 of all the ones I've ever smoked. And all my top 3 are all small brands. They're all boutique brands. Yeah. Because the quality of the tobacco I'm getting, I can taste the difference in the tobacco. I can taste it. Trust me, I know. I know when I smoke and I get sent something, I know immediately it's a bundle stick. I know immediately if it's a second run. I know I know that, but I can taste the difference in your cigar. There's just something about this blend that talks to me, and it's fantastic. The wrapper itself is gorgeous, beautiful, dark, beautiful, oily on that. The smoke is heavy and dense. You know, it just coats your mouth with just this deliciousness, and then you pair it with a cream soda, and you get this chocolatey coffee cream soda. It's beautiful. And the spices are just the right amount. You know, it's not a cigar that's going to blow you away. And if you say you only smoke full body cigars or full strength cigars, I'm going to call you a liar because, you know, trust me, most of you can't handle that. But this is a nice medium smoke that just hits perfect.
Yes, and that's what I wanted to do. I do have some of my smokers because what one thing, and I don't have any, and I do have two actual flavor cigars on my line, but with my ladies, um, I do sometimes do classes with my ladies, my beginner smokers, and I start my beginner smokers. I don't start them off with anything infused or flavored. I start them off with a nice mild to medium stick because I want their palate to get trained. So they'll know what they're tasting. I tell them clear your palate. Since you're new, we're gonna start with some water. Clear your palate. Then once you get to smoking, I had one young lady, she was like, I appreciate what you did for me. And I'm like, no problem.
I trust women's palates far more than men's palates. Women's palates tend to be cleaner than men. Women tend to not abuse their palates from a young age. They tend to not drink heavy and smoke a lot or eat heavy, spicy foods like men do. So, you know, when a woman tells me that a cigar is fantastic, I tend to trust it.
South, so I disagree with
that. Well, okay, first off, that
we the spice.
Look, Southern people are a different breed of people. All right, that don't count. That don't count. Yeah. It's just like, look, I'm from
roulette. Yeah,
that's right. I'm from New Mexico. Look, I grew up on spice and chili and stuff. You know, it's different. We're different people than them Yankees up north. All right, we different people. Okay, we our palates are set different. But when a woman tells me that she really enjoyed a cigar, and when a woman describes a cigar, I tend to trust their palates far more than men, and I'm more likely to pick a cigar up that was recommended to me by a woman than I would from a cigar recommended to me by a man.
Yeah. We tend to want to because we want to indulge, we want to enjoy the fulfillment of the cigar. So that's why, as far as with us women, that takes like when I would go to the lounge after I would get off work, I was trying to go sit down, take a load off. I would go, I'll drink me some water before I got my woofer, because everybody know when I do drink, I drink Woodford Reserve.
Well, you got a Brandon Sexton tends to agree with you on that.
Yes, I drink a Woodford Reserve.
There you go.
Love it. So yes, with a block of ice. That's what I like. So once I get off and I wanna enjoy my flavors that I'm getting. I want to indulge in the experience because I tell people my cigars give you an experience. You give you class and sass in every puff. It's an experience. So that's what I wanted in all my blends is for you, like you getting an experience over there. That's the experience that you're getting with that Oscuro. So yeah, that's one thing with being a female, and also having her own cigar line. We give an experience.
It is an
and
experience.
Also being from the South, sugar and spice and everything.
There you go. These cigars, didn't mean to trash on you Northerners up there, but you like your shit bland. All right. Yeah, you haven't learned you haven't learned salt and pepper yet. Master that. All right. I want to talk a little bit about your three new ones that you've got out and kind of just a little bit about the creation on these three. So the first one I have here is Redemption Sacrifices. This barber pole.
Yes. The Redemption series are all torpedo perfecto sticks. As you can see, the first one that we came out with was the Redemption. Um, we we do ride Harleys, so we wanted something that was gonna be rough, rugged, like, and that's his bike name, Redemption. He goes by Redemption. So we wanted something that was rugged. We wanted something that was different. So we decided to do it, and I did have a torpedo in there. So I said I'm gonna do a torpedo line. So that's where the Redemption line comes from. That's actually a mild medium. That's a barber. That's an actual barber pole. That's a 52 gauge. So you're gonna get your Habano and your Connecticut. Your again, I love me. I'm a Nicaraguan fool. All my tobacco is Nicaraguan. I have not played. I have been approached by some other another blender to try some Honduran and other other blends, but because I'm so stuck on what I'm stuck on, I'm like, you know. But yes, it's a nice mild medium smoke. I would say that would be my going to work early morning smoke, with some good coffee with a shot of mocha in it to start your day. That's what that actual 52 gauge barber pole torpedo is. The one you have in your hand right there is the Karma. Now that is a full body.
I can smell it. I can look. This had the vitamin N is coming off of this like crazy. I feel if I lick this, I'm gonna start getting a nicotine rush. I can
Yes,
smell it.
yes, yes. That is actually my favorite out of the Redemption line. That is a 60 gauge Perfecto. And that's the largest one that we have in the Redemption line. Because pretty much what I changed this year also is I did different lines. Like we have the Redemption line. I have my OG, which my OG is gonna always be my Big Deborah because that was my first one I ever came out with, which is the 60 gauge barber pole. But yeah, so I have the OG. I have like my sweethearts, which are my and disclaimer: I am not trying to say that infused cigars are bad, but I call them my sweethearts because that's just a name I did. So I do have my sweethearts line for my people that love a sweeter palate. I have my Big 21 line because again, Big 21 does have different sizes. In one of the lounges that Coco has up in the DMV, they actually have a box press Turo up there for the Big 21. And again, as I stated, the Big 21 60 gauge box press is in Massapequa, at those two stores, Cigars at Sunrise. So yeah, so I did that. That was something different that we did and changed. We have our retired line, and we may seasonally come out with them sometimes, but again, we retired a lot because they were not selling. I tend to find that in my area, um, my Connecticut's were not getting the attention. And even online, they were not. My Connecticut's wasn't getting attention like my Maduros and my Habanos do. Because PL Oscuro got a little sister, the PL Maroon.
Yes.
So yeah, so my females tend to gravitate to the PL Maroon.
Explains why Selectron Mark likes it. Ha ha, just joking, Mark. Just joking, Mark. And then we come to this quad wrap.
Yes, the Cajun
Ooh.
Queen. That's what I'm smoking. Yes. She's a devil in disguise. She is a full body, and when I tell you awesome smoke, smoke output is great. That's what I've been smoking. And again, this is 56. We're at 56 minutes, and I lit it before we actually started, and I'm still smoking.
I gotta say, it does not have that the smell that I'm looking for, kind of protruding, that I would expect this to be a full bodied stick. So now you've piqued my interest in this on it.
Yes. Yes. And again, like I tell people, everybody palate is different.
So now my interest is piqued, but I do enjoy this. The smells off the wrapper are fantastic. The smell off the foot is what's got me in, which really has me intrigued on that, because that is definitely something I'm going to be looking forward to lighten up on that.
Yes, and I can't wait. I can't wait till you smoke it. I'm very excited about those 3 sticks. They're selling well. Again, I have a 5-pack sampler with those 3 new sticks and the PL Oscuro and the PL Maroon. And I'm doing that 5-pack sampler so I can push the Fab Five as I call them, because those are the favorite sticks in the brand. Other than the Big 21 pigtail that I have, which is Brandon's favorite, other than the Redemption. So I'm pushing my Fab Five this month again. Today only we're doing the 15% off until tomorrow morning at 8. So if anybody wants to
I like
purchase,
that you do a sampler, because that's what when you had the website, since you're, like you said, you're revamping the website. But the website going through, I thought the sampler made the most sense, because it gave me an opportunity to really try everything and to see what I would like, not like, what may need to have I give a second look at on it. But I smoked that Oscuro first, and I was like, well,
you were hooked.
I was like, I'm good. I don't know how good the rest of the stuff is, but this fantastic, and it just more. I bought a lot,
Yes, you have, and that's why I say, one thing about you, one thing about Mark, y'all support me full fledged, and I really appreciate y'all, because y'all are goats in the game. I'm like, I would have never thought about doing this. The enhance of flavor with that, with these sticks, is just beautiful. I mean, you get so much flavor.
It's a game changer. I tell people that for a long time. I bought one because I was, look, I'm a tobacco nerd, if you guys don't know that already, but I was intrigued on. all right, so how is this going to change the chemical composition of how this burns by increasing the airflow? So then I had to buy it. Then I had to do scientific experiments to get it figured out. I'm like, all right, I got to take a cigar that I have smoked a million times that I know like the back of my hand, and I got to see. And I went through like 6 or 7 of those cigars, putting holes in them all over the place, trying it, going. And I'm like, all right, I'm sold. I'm sold on it. And I found by going through in that experiment what I liked the best. And so now that's how I every cigar I light up now. That's just it's become that repetitive motion movement on it. I don't even think about it. I just do it. And it's just like
right. And see, that's how it is because I love mine with a V cut, and I'll do my select draw all the way around, and that's how I love my sticks with the select draw. So it's like, everybody finds that particular way that they like to use the select draw. And again, when I say the flavor is enhanced, um I just love it. And it works well with my sticks. And I appreciate I appreciate the blends better with my select draw.
It's definitely it's definitely a game changer, especially with. I have found that with cigars that I absolutely love. It's broadening my palate on a whole new level to a flavor profile that I never experienced with those same cigars.
Yes, yes, it does, and I absolutely love it. That was one of the genius. That is one. This is one of the best creations that they could have ever had, and again, it just enhances the sassy experience, the sassy and classy experience. So I tell anybody, y'all
Get it?
buy some sassy souls and buy your select draw. I have a code. My code is sassy, and I know 505 has a code. So yeah. So again, I tell folks, sass and class.
That's right. And of course, you can click on that pinned link up at the top of the chat, and all the promo codes for my advertisers, sponsors, and preferred retail partners are all in there to save you coinage.
Right.
Just
And I'm
little
also
self
going to
promotion.
yes, and I'm also going to give you a code. I will be contacting you on that. So your people that watch your show can click, and they can also see that when they order sassy and they say your name, hey, they'll get a discount.
There you go. You heard it here first. So go blow her inbox up, huh? Tomorrow morning when she checks her phone, I want her inbox blown up by orders.
Yes. So all you need to put is 505 in my inbox, or text me 505, and you will get an automatic 15% off.
There you go. See people? You see people? This is a brand. Don't sleep on this brand. Again, I talk about this all the time. Don't sleep on brands.
Don't sleep on us.
Don't sleep
Like
on
I
us.
told you. Yes, do not sleep on us because we are here and we're here to stay. We're not going nowhere. If anything, we breaking the dough down.
last year, you had the official cigar of the NOLA Cigar Fest. Are you repeating
Yes.
that honor this year as well?
No. We have a conflict in scheduling this year. I'm actually, unfortunately, I'm actually going to Trevor, um, but no, that's okay. Yeah, I actually have another event that particular weekend, and it just was gonna conflict, and I'm like, I hate it because this would have been my third year actually doing the NOLA Cigar Fest, but yeah, it was just a conflict in scheduling. I have been asked to do we have been asked to do a lot this year. My first event of the year, I'm doing a private event for my homegirl. She has G, which is private parts. It's she does fun parties and everything, so she's doing a show. So I'm actually gonna be one of her vendors, the only cigar vendor there for that particular event. And also we are booked. We are busy and we're booked. And I had stopped doing vending events, but for people that are close and near and dear, um, because I support other business owners. If they ask me to come, I'm gonna come. Um, because obviously they've had my brand, they love it, and they're like, we just want you to be here. And I'm like, okay, cool. I'm like, oh my God, I ain't set up in years. I don't even know. Oh God, I gotta get this, I gotta get that. So so yeah, so again, this it was just scheduling conflict this year with NOLA Cigar Fest, and I just wish them the best. I know they're gonna have an awesome event, and I wish their festival the best. But we will be on the road a lot this year, coming to different states. We're trying to at least hit up like 6 states this year just to go and especially going to the lounges that I'm in so we can do cut lights, meet and greets, so I can get to know the people and that smoke the cigars in the lounges. And also we're gonna hit up some other lounges so we can get in there. So yeah. So we're hitting the road this year.
Do you have a goal in mind on the amount of shops you'd like to be in by the end of 2024?
By the end of 2024, I want to at least be in 12 shops.
There you go. That's a good goal to have. You gotta
Already, I'm
hit
already,
the
yeah,
ground running.
I'm, yeah, I'm already in 4. So I want to be in. I only have a few more left to get in. So that's my plan. I will be, because I told you I've been manifesting everything. I will be in 12 shops by the end of 2024.
Are you looking at hitting up trade shows in like 2025 then, like TPE or
Yes,
PCA, which next year in 2025 will be in New Orleans?
yes. I'll be at PCA and NOLA. You already know that's already in the plan. At TPE, they actually emailed us, and because they had gotten like a booth open. It was just two. We have an 8-year old, so she's a cheerleader. So she has games. So we just couldn't. It was just a bad timing of the year for us this year to do it at a short notice like that. But we will be at TPE 2025 and at PCA 2025, and
Okay.
I am I'm very excited about those two events because that was the goal. Um, Redemption really was trying to push for this year, and I'm like, we're not gonna overload ourselves at the beginning of the year. We can't do that.
Yeah, I get it. I mean, really a big event like TPE in the beginning of the year already put you in the red to have to run out there and do it, and you really have to hope for a good trade show because otherwise you will be having to hit that ground running hard for the rest of the year to make up for that. It's a big financial commitment to hit up these trade shows, and as a lot of people don't, I think, understand. That's why it's for business to business, not for you to go be a stick hunter at and go get free cigars. It's a big financial commitment for a lot of these brands to show up because they're there to try and get business. So that way you can go buy them at your local shop.
Right. And that's what we want. We want to get we want to get the brand out more, and that's why like I said, like we always say, the trade shows are very important, and that's why we were trying to shoot for this year, but it was just going to be a little bit too much for us. So yeah, we're good. We're gonna 2025 you will see Sassy Soul in the place.
Good, I better.
Oh,
I go to all them trade shows.
I know you go to all them trade shows. I already know. That's what you do.
I know.
That's what you do.
Well, I do TPE as media. I go there as media. I do the interviews. PCA, I work for a brand, so I'm there working a booth, so I don't get to enjoy or talk or interview, and I spend what little breaks I get at the booth going to booths and like booking interviews, and I'm still working. I'm not even taking breaks. Like, all right, 30 minutes for lunch. I gotta go hit some. I gotta go to the bathroom. I got 15 minutes. Let me go hit some booths up and go and try and get some interviews and stuff booked up for the show so constantly going.
Exactly. And that's what you have to do. You just have to stay busy and make sure you just you got to put yourself out there. I'm always, hey, how you doing? I'm Kim. I'm Kim. I'm the CEO of Sassy Soul Cigars. And they're like, it's always the ones gonna say, I've smoked there before, but I didn't know that, how to order them. I'm like, well, here I go. So yeah.
Yes. It's a different feat being out there, and the trade shows are a completely different animal because it's a lot of hard work, it's a lot of hours, and it's a lot of I'll call you, and you're just like, oh man, I hope that guy calls me.
Right. And because that's another thing I'm for sure am gonna need my brand ambassadors there, helping out and doing what they do best. That's why I said it was just too short of a notice, because now I want to make sure they're able to take off to be there and do what they do best. I'm looking forward to 2025 for TPE, and of course PCA and NOLA, baby. So
it's probably
that's gonna be real fun.
It's probably been 18 years since I was last in New Orleans, so I'm kind of looking forward to going back.
Oh yes, come on down, baby. And one thing I'm gonna do, because Mark already told me, I gotta cook y'all some gumbo. Because when I did my
you promised me like 15 different meals.
Yeah. So yes, gumbo. You gotta try my etouffee. Gotta try some good fried southern catfish. Yes, I got.
I don't know why you got to toy with a fat guy like this.
Hey, yes, look. That's the best thing. You look. One thing, Southern hospitality. I tell you, I'm gonna feed you. You're gonna have a good time. You're gonna drink good. You're gonna eat good. You're gonna have a ball. That's one thing about me. And you're gonna smoke good. That's one thing about me. I love being from the South, because we are the hospitality state down here.
Yeah, look, I didn't get this deity of a body from not eating good food. All right.
Right.
That's right. Plus, it's the winter time, and we all know it's big boy season. Wintertime, it's the one time of year women find me attractive. So, ladies, come on. I keep you warm. You can kick me out in April.
Yes, because we now have to get 505 or Miss 5 or Mrs. 505.
There's not a woman desperate enough out there. Even the
I remember that.
desperate ones go.
I remember that conversation. I remember that conversation. 1.5, not 1.5. How many minutes?
What?
That was the best.
You're gonna get your 24.3 seconds until you
24,
earn that full 30.
24.3 seconds.
That's right.
Till you earn a full 30.
I'm not gonna spoil you off the bat with a full 30. What are you talking? You're talking crazy out there. Come on. I give you that, then you're just gonna expect it all the time. I gotta make you earn it. That's right. Ladies, I will be the best disappointment you've ever had. I'm going to disappoint you so good that you're going to come back and go, I was so disappointed I had to come back again, and you're going to come back again and again and again because you're going to be that disappointed.
Right.
Just how I roll, all right? Right. Yeah, so, well, good. I'm glad. I'm glad to see your growth. I'm glad to see how your brand has gotten far more exposure, that you're staying busy out there. It's wonderful to see, and I'm glad that and you put out bangers. That's plain and simple. You put out bangers, and you know,
yes,
I love
I
it.
tell people and we're gonna continue putting out bangers. We're gonna continue just doing some small batches. The Fab Five is here to stay, so those won't be small batches. Those will be here to stay because the Fab Five is Fab Fiving right now. So I'm very excited about that. So but we will be continue putting out bangers again. The next thing, like I said, we're working on getting the website back up and running. We have different merch that we have came out with. So ladies, get ready because get y'all be swinging got her 2-piece. So we coming out with swimsuits, everything.
Really?
We coming out with trunks for the men. Oh yeah.
Wow. I'm already feeling fancy.
Yes. Get ready because we here.
As we wind down the show, well, anything you want to talk about or promote?
You guys can find me on Instagram under Sassy Soul, SBC Louisiana. You can find me on Facebook under Sassy Soul Cigar. I also have my private group, Sassy Soul Cigars. And if you want to just find my personal page, is under my name, Kimberly Jackson. So again, we are right now the website we're reworking it, and right now you can DM me your orders, or you can look on any of the pages, and you'll see the business line to call or text to place your order. We're here to serve you, and we have a quick turnaround time. Once you place your order, we're shipping you out either same day or next day. So and I also keep up. I'm real good with communication with my customers. So like I said, as long as USPS do right, you're gonna get your orders within 3 to 5 days, according to where you are. They've pretty much been turning over things pretty quick because I was happy you got yours as quick as you did. So So with that being like the holiday and everything. So yeah. So you order today, we shipping you out tomorrow.
There you
That's how we
go.
do.
Excellent. Tomorrow night over on my IG Live, got Macau from Preneur Cigars for raw cigar reviews. It'll be myself and special guest host Anthony Cruz from the One to One Mini Podcast Project will be joining me. Excited to sit down with him, do a live review of the cigar. If you're not familiar with raw cigar reviews, it's where myself and a co-host, we sit down, we live review the cigar in front of the manufacturer and do a little interview, and you get live firsthand review. So, and if you got questions for the manufacturer, you can throw them in the chat and we'll answer. That goes down tomorrow night on my IG Live, 7 p.m. Mountain, 9 p.m. Central, over on my IG Live. Next Monday, got Nick from Almago Cigars will be my guest. So tune in for that, and that will actually be the last show for a couple weeks because I'll be heading off to Vegas and PCA. So you'll just have to deal with that having me, but there will be plenty of content coming out of Vegas.
Yes. And I'm here for it.
That's it for tonight, guys. Thank you to everybody who showed up. Chat, you guys are awesome as always. You guys always crush it. Great questions coming out of the chat again tonight. Hope to see you all next week. Hope to see some of you guys over on my IG Live tomorrow night. So till next time, take care. Be safe out there. Don't do anything that I wouldn't do because I'm a sweet and innocent boy. And Miss Kim, oh, thank you so much. I love you, girl.
All right. Love you too.